Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. This is Free Unfiltered Vibes with your boy Sean Mack. We going for a ride today. Yep, and today we just gonna chat it up, man. We gonna talk about time, how time is money. Time is money. You heard the term before. People be out here wasting your time. You tell them, feel disrespected. You wasting my time because you done wasted my money. Time is the most valuable asset we all have as people. I don't care what you got. You can have the Bugatti in the mansion, but I guarantee when you're on that deathbed, you're going to wish that you had more time. Time cannot be created. It cannot be duplicated. You can't get it back. So those 50 seconds you done spent with me right now, you will never get back. They're mine. I done took your time. So I hope that you're gaining value so far. But this one's going to be a good one. So we're just going to talk about how time is perceived throughout your lifetime. So when you're young, time we got buku time. We got so much time that I don't even got to think about it. Who's thinking about time when they're a teenager or in their 20s? You're not really thinking about time. In your head, it's fine. It's infinite. It's everlasting. I will never run out of this resource called time. So what do when you take something for granted? You misuse it. You waste it. Like you're not using it properly. Most people aren't using their time properly. Let's keep it 1,000, especially when you're young. You fucking around. You out there, you smoking, you drinking, you just hanging out just to be hanging out till 3, 4 a.m., partying, living the life because that's what you're supposed to do when you're young. Whole time you don't know. You're out here wasting money. Wasting money because if you could get it your earliest years, that which is the goal. If you could figure out life in your early years, you will be perfectly fine for the rest of your life. But it's so hard because there's so many distractions out here. When you're young, you don't know the importance of time. You don't know that that's your most valuable commodity. You don't think of it as something that you can never get back or is finite. Like this thing called time comes to an end. You could run out of time, which means you don't have any money. But when you get a little bit older, all right, so now let's say you about 23, 24, maybe you in college or you got a job, time starts to mean something to you. Now you get paid for the number of time that you work. So now your time is correlated with money. So now you're noticing it more. I work 8 hours at the job. I get paid this amount for 8 hours. Then I go home and I sleep for 8 hours and I don't get paid anything from that. Most people don't. Some people do get paid and they sleep, whatever. But now that's 16 hours that you done used for the day. You got 8 hours left, pretty much. 24 hours in a day. You spend 8 at work. You spend 8 asleep. You got 8 hours to spend leisurely to yourself. How are you spending that time? Because we all get the same amount of time, but we're not all doing the same amount of stuff. So if you think about it like this, if you're binging Netflix or Hulu or whatever app that you watch, ESPN, Disney Plus, I'm not judging you. Whatever it is that you watch, say you watch a few episodes, like let's say four 30-minute episodes, that's 2 hours that you done used of your 8 hours that you had left for the day. And what have you gained from watching a TV show? You ain't really gained nothing. Maybe a conversation, something to talk about next time you're at work or with your friends. But you got to think of time this way. You get 8 extra hours. So say you work and you slept and you got a date. This one's for the fellas. And you got a date that night, right? How are you spending your time? Well, you're not spending it working. So you're definitely not making any money, which is cool. You don't got to be making money all throughout the day. But if you're on a date, you are spending money. You're spending now. So not only are you spending money, but don't forget you're spending that valuable time. Time is more valuable than money, but at the same time, it is money. So be conscious of the time that you're spending, not even just with chicks, with your guys, when y'all just kicking it playing 2K and you playing Madden, whatever it is y'all play. I'm not a gamer anymore. I done hung up my jersey a few years ago. But whatever game that y'all playing right now, think about how much time you're putting into this. And if you had to pay with money the same way you do with time, would you spend as much time doing the things that you're doing? Ask yourself that. Am I gaining anything from spending all of these hours, whether it's watching TV or playing video games or watching Netflix. Like, go do something productive. Every hour when you are young should be spent doing something productive so that the hours when you get older can be spent just bullshitting if you want to. But it's better to get it now than later, because when you're young, you got the most energy in the world, all your muscles work. All right, you got the most youthfulness to use towards something productive. It's your best time to use it. Now, when you get a little bit old, most people realize time is important. When they're old and they're too old, their bodies don't work the same. They can't get up and just get to it like they could when they're young. You can't just get up and get a laborer's job and your body's just struck. You can't just get up sometimes and even get fit again because you're so out of shape. So now is the time. What time better than now? Think about every second that passes. That second, that second, this second. You will never get back. So there's a lot of doom scrolling that goes on. I do it too. But when I am aware, like, this time is being spent, how are you spending your time productively to put yourself in a better space? Are you gaining value from the time that you're using? So if you are hanging out with people, are you hanging out with the right people? Are they valuable people? Because that time could be spent as an investment. But big message I want everybody to get from this: ain't nothing in life free. I don't care how you put it. If you are spending time doing whatever it is you're doing, it was not free. All right. And it's not just when money is being spent that you're paying for something. Like, y'all got to understand that it's not just when you spend money are you paying for something. If you're giving your time, your energy, you paying attention to something for so long, that's the cost of you doing it. So yes, to a lot of people, social media is free. It is not free. It is not. They not only got all your information, but they got your attention for so long. When you're scrolling, they got your attention there, gaining information about what you like to do, what you like to buy, all of these things. Don't be fooled. Just remember, every time, that nothing is free. Nothing in this life is free. So spend your time wisely. You can't get it back. It's the most value. Like, anything you could think of, time is more important than that. The time that you spend with your family, the time that you spend with loved ones, like, that time outweighs any time that can be spent. That time outweighs any time spent that you could have been making money or just bullshitting. But that's the video for today. Time is money. Don't forget, when you out here wasting your time, just hanging out thinking, I'm not hurting myself, I'm not damaging myself, you are. Because that time isn't free. And you can't get that time back. When your time is up, it's up. And whatever you attained or gained during your time on this earth is all that you got. You can't get a second more, a second less. So spend your time wisely. I hope you enjoyed this message. It was just a real quick one. It's getting late in the evening. Just kind of experimenting with some topics. But if you did like it, of course, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Shout me out. Let me know how I'm doing. But other than that, appreciate the time. I hope you guys have a good day. Until next time. Peace.